session. Please remember that on the playback version of this session, you will not be able to see any of the chat boxes or any of our conversations that were done in the chat. That's specifically for those of us who are on the live programming. But I have to remind you guys every time that this is a recorded session, all right? And so I am grateful that you guys have come together with us today and joined us in on this Soul Essence Empowerment journey. I do want to go ahead and open up the workshop with prayer before we get started. Abba Yahuwah, I am grateful for your word. I am grateful, Abba Yahuwah, that you enlighten our minds and stir our hearts. You renew us, Abba Yahuwah. You renew our minds. You renew our ruachs and our spirits, Abba Yahuwah. I am grateful. I am grateful for all of the many blessings that you have given us and the many things that you have done for us in our lives. I am grateful for the divine guidance and the divine strength that we receive from you, Abba. I am grateful, Abba Yahuwah, that you show us the way and you fill us with that divine courage and that divine wisdom, Abba Yahuwah. I am grateful, Abba Yahuwah, that you help us to remember your love and your grace, and you give us the ability to be faithful in our service to you, Abba. I am grateful that you give us patience and an understanding of the information that's presented in the workshop so that we're able to receive it in gratitude and receive it in fertile soil so that we can make the necessary changes that we need to implement in our lives for the better. Abba Yahuwah, I am grateful for the grace and the mercy that you give unto us. Continue, Abba, to help us, Abba Yahuwah, become better versions of ourselves than we were the day before. It is unto you, Abba Yahuwah, who is my salvation, that I pray these things. So be it, so it is, so it shall be. All right. So as I was saying to you guys, I am grateful for you joining us today for the Soul Essence Empowerment Journey. This is brought to you by Images, where we are imparting motivation, achieving goals, and expecting success each and every day. Day 22 is all about gratitude. If you know me, gratitude is my absolute favorite. This is a characteristic that I love to implement on a daily basis, but who knows, we can always get better. It's wild because as much I give gratitude daily, and I'm always speaking to my kids about giving gratitude daily. Sometimes people just want to ask, the Most High for stuff like you're rubbing on a little genie lamp or something, But I tell my children daily, we just express gratitude and thankfulness. And so there was a situation that took place with me on last week. And it was wild because whenever the situation took place, I was expecting one specific result. I had my mind set on that one specific result, you guys. And I didn't achieve that particular result that I wanted. Although I did achieve the thing that I wanted in general. Okay. I was just kind of a few points off from what I expected. And so even though I did achieve the result and I got some major big news that particular day, I was focused on the fact that it wasn't specifically the plan that I had in mind. So momentarily, I was kind of sad and pouting, as opposed to giving gratitude for the fact that I got exactly what I was going for, minus, that specific thing. I still was able to receive what I went to get, right? And so because I was distracted and looking at what I didn't have, I forgot to give gratitude for what I had. And it immediately hit me like, okay, if my children would have been doing these things or, behaving like this, I would have been gotten on their case about, hey, show gratitude, be thankful for what you do have. And that was an instance where I had to kind of like realize like, baby, you got to get it together because you absolutely did receive what it was that you came to get. So there is no way that you're not expressing gratitude for the blessing that you just received. And so for that moment of time, I had to even realize, hey, there can always be improvement. Even though I know better, I got to make sure that I'm doing better consistently. So that was just one time that I could think of when I saw this word gratitude, where I was dealing with that in my spirit, because I was like, wait a minute, you still got what you went to get. it was just a little bit different than what you had planned. But how many of us know that the Most High's plans are not always our plans? But I am grateful that I can stay in the will of the Most High. And I am grateful for the blessings and everything that the Most High gives me. So our gratitude characteristic for day 22 is what we're going to be looking at now. However, we are going to get into the concept of agreeing. You all know that agreeing is the theme, okay? Agreeing is the theme for the characteristic of today. And so before we get into the characteristic of gratitude, I am going to talk to you guys about the theme of agreeing. All right. We have a quote by Henry Nouwen which states, "One of the greatest dangers in the spiritual life is self-rejection. To grow beyond self-rejection, we must have the courage to listen to the voice calling us the Most High Yahuwah's beloved sons and daughters, and the determination always to live our lives according to this truth." Anytime a person has poor self-image, it's like a harness of slavery on the soul of that person. Hamashiach, or whom some term as the Christ or the Anointed One, came to set us free from the bondage of shame, guilt, self-doubt, fear, unworthiness. Galatians 5 and 1a tells us it is for freedom that Hamashiach has set us free. Paul also wrote to the Galatians, instructing them in Galatians 5:1b to stand firm then, and do not let yourselves be burdened again by a yoke of slavery. Never again doubt that you are worthy, you are gifted, and you are highly valued, okay? Self-rejection is the greatest enemy of your spiritual life because, as Brennan Manning states in his quote, it contradicts the whole idea of being loved by the Most High Yah. That is who you are. You are the beloved of the Most High Yahuwah. You are the beloved of the Most High, okay? So in the greatest love song that was ever written, which is the Song of Solomon, the lover prophetically depicted is Yahusha, okay? So, and in this Song of Solomon, Yahusha, who is calling all of us his beloved, is saying that he wants to see our face, he wants to hear our voice, and he wants to run with us on the mountaintops, okay? Now, we all know and understand that the Most High desires the same thing for us. When we see in the scriptures the example of the relationship that Yahusha had with the Father, all right? We see that closeness, we see that oneness, we see that willingness to do the will, we see that complete agreement between the two. And so we have to also move into that divine alignment to where we are in complete agreement with the Most High. The Most High wants us to stop hiding. The Most High wants to hear our voice, see our face, build a relationship with us. The Most High wants us to seek him. The Most High wants us to come openly and boldly unto him. All right. No more mask, no more pretending, no more fear. It's the authentic self, the authentic you that the Most High lovingly invites into the best future that you could ever imagine. Authenticity is based on living in agreement with the Most High Yah and what the Most High Yah says about you. It's about being grateful for your past, believing that any adversity introduces you to yourself, okay? It is in the tough times, in those challenging moments, that we're able to kind of sit and be still and build upon ourselves and see exactly what we have and know that we have what it takes, know that we already have the victory, number one. If we're confident in that, then the process as we're going through it, though it may be uncomfortable, is still building muscle. It's still building us up and increasing us spiritually. It's still building us up and increasing character traits in us that are necessary for us to go to the next level. All right. It's about being grateful for our past. Those things that have happened may not have been great, but they've already happened. And guess what? It's the past. So that means we got through every single thing and we're still here today. right? We grew from it. We learned lessons. We are still here today. So we don't even have to harbor onto any unforgiveness. We can let go of the past. We don't have to harbor onto any hurt. Not saying that, people are justified for what they did to you or you deserve to go through this or that, whatever. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the past is the past and it's behind you. And that in itself is evident that you have made it through challenges already. So you have to have the confidence in the Most High and knowing that the same way you made it through those past challenges, you can make it through any other challenge that presents itself. All right. You can thank the Most High Yahuwah in advance for your future because you know that the Most High is always working things out for your good, just as it tells us in Romans 8:28. Living authentically is about throwing open barred doors of your heart and shouting, yes. All right. Yes to the will of Yahuwah. Yes to the way of Yahuwah. For all that has been, I am grateful. For all that shall be, Yahuwah, I say yes. All right. You may be saying to yourself that this is all well and good for those whose lives are spotless and not subject to shortcomings and weaknesses, right? However, living authentically is not about gaining the approval of other people. The first thing that you're going to be able to do when you step into your authenticity is to reject and cast out any dogma, because it's not about what other people think about you. It's not about seeking the approval of other people. It's about seeking the will of the Most High. And other people need to be doing the same. All right. Most High, Yahuwah, is the one who loves you just as you are, who made you marvelously in his likeness and image. The Most High knew your ending from your beginning. The Most High already knew who you were before you were formed in your mother's womb. That's complete with flaws and all. So the Most High knows you so much so that the Most High already knows what it is that you're going to do, what you're going to have to struggle with, different things like that. So you just have to have confidence in the fact that the Most High made you the way that you are made for a reason. And as we step up each day and to a new sunrise, we give gratitude for that sunrise, and we embark on a journey to be a better version ourselves on this day than we were yesterday. All right. The Most High understands more about you than you may understand about yourself. That's why it's important for you to seek the Most High. As we talked about it earlier in the workshop, seeking the Most High and learning who the Most High is what's going to enable you to know yourself better, because you're made in the image of the Most High. All right. The Most High loves you just as you are. Trying to cover up any pain from your past or any corresponding feelings that get buried in your soul as a result, or suppressing things, is going to send you searching for a substitute evidence of your value. Things outside of you can't determine your value. Basking in the applause of others for an amazing achievement provides a temporary relief, the effect of which quickly wears off, and then soon you're looking for a new feat and another fix, some more applause. Who would you be if all of that were stripped away? Your soul has both limits and it has potentials that create a tension within you, and you must learn to live with it. The Most High doesn't expect flawlessness. All right. Parker Palmer has a quote that says, "What a long time it can take to become the person one has always been." Your authentic self unfolds like a Polaroid picture, a little at a time, as you replace the negative images with powerful images of the Most High Yahuwah's amazing love for you, regardless of your perceived imperfections or somebody else's preconceived notions. Now, there is a brain researcher by the name of Dr. Leaf who has seen the evidence of negative thinking, including unforgiveness, on the brain. Dr. Leaf writes that 87 to 95% of the illnesses that plague people today are a direct result of their thought life. That's powerful. Let's run it back. 87 to 95% of illnesses that plague people today are the direct result of their thought life. Fear alone triggers more than 1,400, that's 1,400 known physical and chemical responses, and it activates more than 30 different hormones within your body. But where the Most High Yahuwah's love is, there is no fear, because the Most High Yahuwah's love casts out all fear. That's why fear is something that they programmed us with. It's not natural, but now you're understanding why you're programmed to fear things, why they utilize that as a tactic in programming people. Listen to what it said. 1,400 known physical and chemical responses and over 30 different hormones. That's chemical warfare right there within itself, within your own body. People talking about the chemtrails that they are putting up in the sky, dropping those chemicals down, and the chemicals that they're putting in the food. But what about the chemicals that your body is producing from different things like fear? You can't will away much of your life, but you can change how you think about it. The mind is where the power lies, all right? So we're going to ask the Most High Yahuwah to free us of all yokes of slavery that's in our mind, and we're going to be grateful. We express gratitude. Abba Yahuwah, I am grateful that you have freed me of the yokes of slavery that were in my mind. Repeat after me. Abba Yahuwah, I am grateful that you freed me of the yokes of slavery in my mind. We're going to start seeing ourselves the way the Most High Yahuwah sees us, as beautiful, marvelous, right? Not because of what we've done, but because of who we are to the Most High. We are his chosen. We are his beloved children. In the Song of Solomon, Yahushua HaMashiach says that you have ravished his heart. So let that sink deep into your soul today. The Most High Yahuwah loves us. What would I find in my own heart if the noise of the world were silenced? Answer that question for me. What would you find in your own heart if the noise of the world were silenced? Do you know who it is that you would be? Who are you when you're experiencing challenges? Who are you when other people can't see you and something disappointing happens? Who are you behind closed doors when you get home to your family? Who are you when things don't go the way you expected them to? Who are you? Who are you when times are good and happy times? Who are you? What are your thoughts producing within you when you're coming up to these in response to these situations that you may happen to experience? What are your thoughts producing within you? What are your thoughts causing you to act like, be like, and do? Your thought life is critical to the health of your soul, and there is nothing more critical to the health of your thought life than your attitude. You've heard it said that attitude determines your altitude, right? So today we're going to propose that it's an attitude of gratitude that determines the degree to which you and I will be able to live true to our authentic selves. It's agreeing, coming into agreement with that authenticity and who the Most High has called us to be and what we've been commissioned to do in the earth realm, and how we have been led to walk, how we've been guided divinely to be, do, and have our being. When we step into that authenticity, when we agree with who the Most High has created us to be, and we come in that divine alignment, then we are able to express gratitude for all that is. Deuteronomy 28:47 says, serve Yahuwah Elohim with joyfulness of mind and heart, in gratitude for the abundance of all with which Yahuwah Elohim has blessed you. We know that our thought life is critical to the health of our soul. I can't express that enough. It's critical to the health of our soul. How grateful are you for who the Most High Yah has created you to be? How grateful are you for who the Most High Yah has created you to be? Gratitude for our individual and unique combinations of strengths, abilities, and special gifts enable us to stay true to our calling. Colossians 4:2 says, right, is a perfect example for us to show gratitude. We want to look for opportunities to be grateful and show gratitude, because Colossians 4:2 tells us to stay alert with our eyes wide open in gratitude. Stay alert with your eyes wide open in gratitude. Find gratitude in everything, for every reason, in every way. Now, our final point for today is, just as we can never outbless the Most High Yahuwah Elohim, we can never thank the Most High Yahuwah enough either. There's so many things to be grateful for. Too many things to be grateful for. The sunshine, the divine mother nature, the trees that give us the air that we need to be able to breathe here in this type of atmosphere. The breath that we breathe into our lung coming directly from the Most High, who gives us this life that's within inside of us, who gives us this consciousness. The Most High himself, who is on the inside of us. We have treasures stored up in the Shamayim in heaven, and heaven is within us. How great is the Most High Yahuwah? All right. This quote by Henry Beecher says, "The unthankful heart discovers no mercies, but let the thankful heart sweep through the day, and as the magnet finds the iron, so it will find in every hour some heavenly blessings." Our action steps today for journaling are right here. Now, with the action steps for journaling, the first actions, okay, remember to take a screenshot of this. For those of you guys who are new, my OGs, you already know what you're supposed to be doing. For the new people, take a screenshot of this. If you don't have the workbook, if you want the workbook, you can purchase the workbook for an additional $10 for those of you who are partaking in this class, in this workshop session. If you don't have the workbook, you don't want to purchase the workbook, that's fine. Take a screenshot of this paper so that you can do your journaling assignment. The good thing about the workbook is that you're able to refer back to things that we have discussed whenever this workshop is over. But that's okay, because you can always come back and take the workshop again. You guys know that we cycle through this workshop every 8 weeks. And every 8 weeks, we learn something new. Those of us who have already taken it before, who's still taking it, those of us who facilitate, every 8 weeks, we gain something new, even on the same information. All right. So take a screenshot of this. Remember that your journaling assignment is a 1-page essay. These action steps for journaling are prompts that you're going to utilize in order to get to flowing in that writing. You're going to go within, answer the questions honestly. All right. Now, the first action step for journaling is, what 5 strengths, abilities, or talents about yourself are you grateful for? Start out telling me a little bit about you, characteristics, strengths, abilities, talents, gifts that you have been blessed with from the Most High that you are grateful for. All right. The second action step for journaling is, list 5 opportunities or outcomes that you have not yet experienced that you can preemptively be grateful for, because this is how you build faith right now. All right. Maybe you aren't experiencing them, but you know they're there. You know you're capable of them. There, it's opportunities that you can see, within the near future, but you're going to give gratitude for it. Outcomes that you may be working towards, you're going to be grateful. Express gratitude for it like it's already done. All right. Because that's how you build your faith. The third action step for journaling is, who are the people in your life that you are especially grateful for? Let's talk about them. Let's write about them. What can you do to make this known to them? How can you show them that you're grateful for them? What can you do to just express your gratitude for them being in your lives as support or beloved ones? And when will you show them or let them know that you are grateful for them? When will you express this gratitude to them? All right. And then the fourth action step for journaling is, how much time do you invest in praising and thanking the Most High Yahuwah Elohim, or focusing on all the good gifts and the blessings that Yahuwah Elohim has bestowed, versus the time that you spend focusing on all that is wrong and not what you imagined it should be? That's the one that I was talking about right there that I experienced when on last week. I absolutely left that meeting with something to be grateful for, but because it looked different than what I had originally planned out in my mind, I at that moment didn't give instantaneous gratitude the way that I should, and I had to correct myself. I even apologized to my children because they seen me right after the meeting or whatever, and I was really legit pouting like a whole brat, you guys. It was wild, and I had to go back and apologize to them, because had it been them, I would have been on them like, why do you show gratitude anyway? You be thankful, you should be grateful, you guys, so I had to go back and apologize to them and repent. Of course I repented to the Most High, because I was like, whoa, I have to fix that. Okay, can't be out here acting like no brat. Even I get everything that I want and I'm grateful, but there's no reason for me to be not expressing gratitude for things that I should absolutely be grateful for. So again, like I said, it's always improvement. And I don't often get in situations like that, but when I catch myself, and I correct those actions. So how much time do you spend praising the Most High Yahuwah, or focusing on all the good gifts and blessings that Yahuwah has bestowed upon you, versus the time that you spend focusing on all that is wrong and not what you imagined it should be? And I absolutely want to get it to the point where I'm never focusing on something that's wrong or not what I thought it should be. I want to see things to be grateful for, find the silver lining in everything, all situations, all right? So Romans 1:5-6 is going to be our final scripture for this particular workshop. Through him, we have received both the generous gift of his life and the urgent task of passing it on to others. You are who you are through this gift and call of Yahushua HaMashiach. Okay, Romans 1:5-6, you guys. All right. So thank you for joining us for the Soul Essence Empowerment Day 22, brought to you by Images, where we are imparting motivation, achieving goals, and expecting success each and every day. If you need to contact Images, do so at 336-528-4833. That's 336-528-4833. Now, I have to remind you that there are times that I'm not able to just answer a phone when it's ringing, so you can leave a text message, and someone will get back to you. We're usually out in the field throughout the week, so sometimes we can't just pick up the phone and answer it just because somebody's calling with a question. So we do let you guys know that the quickest response time is going to come from a text message. Telephone call, if we get the message, may take about anywhere up to 72 hours to return your call. Okay. If you and you can also send an email, you guys. Okay. If you are on social media, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, find us, like, share, subscribe, and interact on our pages as Images GSO on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. If you need to send us any written correspondence, which will include your journaling assignment from this workshop, as well as any other written assignment that is to be sent to us, because we do have a lot of participants on the line that are in multiple programs and workshops that Images provides. So of course, you guys know if you need to turn in any assignments, as well as if you have any other written correspondence that you need to send us, do so by sending us an email and adding that assignment as an attachment, of course. But you can send us the email at imagesgso@gmail.com, imagesgso@gmail.com. Also, if you need to know or would like to share Images with someone else, you want to know more about our information about us, our programs, services, events that we have outside of this workshop, how you can get involved, the amazing things that we're doing in the community, then go to our website, which is www.imagesempowerment.org. That's www.imagesempowerment.org. All right, we're going to go ahead and close out with a prayer, you guys. Abba Yahuwah, I am grateful that we were able to gather for this workshop in unity and love, Abba Yahuwah. I am grateful that you opened our hearts to your presence, Abba Yahuwah. I am grateful that you filled us each with your Ruach, Abba Yahuwah, and filled our souls with your peace, Abba Yahuwah. I am grateful, Abba Yahuwah, that every word spoken was made for the betterment of us so that we can glorify you, Abba, and to draw us closer in divine alignment with you, Abba Yahuwah, and to help us build upon the interconnectedness that we have as your children. Abba, I am grateful unto thee. As we go about our ways and separate from this particular workshop today, please continue to divinely guide and protect each and every one of us and supply all of our needs, Abba. It is to you, Abba Yahuwah, my salvation, that I pray, praise, and worship. So be it, so it is, so it shall be. All right, so let me check to see if there are any questions in the chats, you guys. If not, hold on, I gotta check both platforms. If there are no, I see a lot of comments. Thank you guys for answering one another's we're having, the bill with each other in the chat. It's good to see. I don't see any particular questions right now. Okay. All right, you guys. So what I am going to do is go ahead and let you guys get to working on your journaling assignments. You know that the first half of the workshop, the first 30 minutes is for the presentation. The second 30 minutes is for your journaling assignment time. So it is 11:32, and we're going to go ahead and let you roll into the journaling assignment. Happy journaling, you guys. Have a great rest of your day. You know how to contact the office if you need to. Be blessed.